The following presentation is for mature audiences only.
Who are you?
He's a fine man.
All hell is broken loose.
He's a great broadcaster.
He's a very powerful guy. Absolutely brilliant.
Feared by men, adored by women.
He's a smart boy.
It's patriotic.
It's no big deal.
It's the end of the world. I might as well tell you now. He's a monkey.
And how you doing, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages? Welcome into another edition of The Wyldeside with Eric Clark. I am your host, Eric Clark, saying thank you for taking time out of your busy day being awesome to hang out with us in East Nashville. Make sure you're subscribed to the YouTube channel. Smash that like button. Hit that notification button for the live stream. Down below, all of our social media, including ways to help the channel grow, from Patreon to PayPal. Thank you to Connect 200 Music to See and Aunt Betty's Nut Butter. If you have a band song or a video that you want me to check out, best place to get that to me, over at Discord. Left-hand side, YouTube reaction requests. Read the pinned message. Drop a link, a brief description. I will get to it when I can. Today's Discord suggestion is coming from Mother McLean, and she said, hey, man, get back onto the REN train. A little bit older stuff, but I want you to check out this track. So today, we are back with the Brighton Busker. I don't know why I want to say Brixton. I got the Clash in my head, I guess. I don't know. But we're back with the Brighton Busker, and we're checking out the track Children of the Moon. Let me know down below with everything I need to know about REN and Children of the Moon, because you are my Sherpas on this new music journey of mine. So let's check out some REN on the Wyldeside.
Children that worship the moon. We live in the shadows and we never see the sun. Creatures of this city, and I'm sure you'll see us soon. We dance to the beat of a very different drum. Can I get that rhythm that sends shivers down your spine? In the sewers of the city we will wait until the night. When the night's black ink holds the moon in the sky, we will take to these streets where we beast move with pride. It's a Children of the Moon intervention, with a hairs that stand on end when you feel tension. A different breed with a scabs, with a scum, with a grit, with a grind. And we dance to a very different a time that was not long ago. There lived a little boy infected by the evils of this world. In his heart, the madness was growing until he leaked anger into his veins. And when he grew, he didn't throw up, he just grew more and more insane. He felt pain in his brain, flames, blisters, bloodstains, bipolar hurricanes. Tried to remain sane, no, but it's in vain. Burning up in flames, oh, what fun, fun, dance to the drum, drum, drum. Children that worship the moon. We live in the shadows so we never see the sun. Creatures of this city, and I'm sure you'll see us soon. We dance to the beat of a very different drum. We weave through the city like a poisonous thread. We're not quite living, but we're not quite dead. We all sing along to a very different tune. We are the children that worship the moon. We are the children that worship the moon. We live in the shadows and we never see the sun. Creatures of the city, and I'm sure you'll see us soon. We dance to the beat of a very different drum.
You know, I got to tell you something about this dude. His sphere of creativity is only matched by his sphere of influence. Honestly, REN is a very unique and different animal on the landscape right now. And I don't know if people really know how to handle that. Because when I say the sphere of influence, I'm talking about where he's pulling from. Everybody's influenced by something. I made the comment one time about every rock star is imitating another rock star. Some are imitating 5 rock stars. But we all follow our influences, and they have direct effect on our creativity. So my jokes are influenced by the comedy I grew up being drawn to. So the way I write jokes, the way I tell jokes is very a direct result of my influences. Excuse me. So when you hear him, the way his sphere of creativity is working is so new and so unique and so personal that when he takes that sphere of influence and pulls the legacy from those tones and sounds and influences and filters them through this massive sphere of creativity, it becomes this legendary modernity. It becomes a brand new 57 Chevy, if that makes any sense. So right away, right from the get-go, I can go into these influences here. The first thing that hit my head when the song proper came in proper, I don't know how many people saw this movie, so I don't know how deep this reference is. There was a movie with Vinnie Jones and Roger Daltrey called Johnny Was. And living above him was a Rastafarian pirate radio station that was hosted by Lennox Lewis. Right? Like just saying it out loud, it may have been a fever dream. I don't know. Like saying it out loud, I start to think, well, did I see that movie? Yeah, so it's a movie called Johnny Was. And the whole soundtrack is this really cool, really authentic English reggae. You can call it okay. So it's two-tone, it's two-tone music because that comes from. So there's this little city called Coventry. That's where Lady Godiva, I believe, rode naked, and the Specials came from there, and they had a hit. In the United States, at least, with a song called Ghost Town. This town is coming like a ghost town. It was this perfect mix of 80s synth, reggae, funk. It's perfect, right? It's a perfect track. It really is. The flow in the track is just incredible. But you get bands like, Bad Manners, The Beat, The Specials. Even there's some Police vibe going on here when someone took him to the Caribbean and Sting was like, oh wow, this is really awesome, let's do that. You hear all of that influence, yet it's filtered through his own interpretations of those influences, and what you get is this really cool modern twist on a very branded sound. It's a very distinct tone, it's a very distinct rhythm, cadence, meter, all of it, very distinctive to this epicenter of that sound. You can go into ska and madness and all this other stuff, but really it's this indelible tone that he has taken and created this, when you peel the clear piece of plastic off of your phone, right? That's what you're getting. That's the modernity. And what it really comes down to is more influence, because his flow, the way he structures, the way Ren structures his bars, and the way that his flow just seamlessly oscillates within that track is incredibly fresh. And not only is it incredibly fresh, but it does this really cool dichotomous movement of going forward. His bars and flow is moving forward, yet you don't feel it is at the pace at which it flows. That's how cool the flow is. So he creates this really frenetic pace, but within that frenetic pace, the way he delivers And even the emotion that comes through his lyrics that he's singing and the way he structures his vowels and consonants through these words creates this really sweet flow that matches that reggae influence. So, because reggae takes it's a different meter. So it's a different type of flow. And the way that he is able to create this seamless, almost unique amalgamation, a hybrid, if you will, of that original sound. So again, man, the dude is just crazy good about taking these influences, these really specific, firing off the synapses in your brain, in your music library, and going, wait a minute, hold on, this isn't how it's supposed to go, but I really like this. It's super unique. It's super cool. And I will finish this video by saying this about Ren. One of the things I really do admire about this guy, there's a couple of them. Number one, he is who he is. Okay? And in the Army, we had this expression, embrace the suck. It's where you find the beauty in the madness. And I really respect his sincerity in what he does. There may be satire and parody, but he's not a poser, is what I'm trying to say. The second thing I like about Ren is his direct connection that he has, similar in the vein of like Tom McDonald, this direct connection you have with your fan base and how personal that connection is. As sometimes toxic it can be on the fan side, the sincerity that he has his relationships with his fan base is building a loyalty and a comfort and a security with people who are connecting personally, and he connects personally, and it's just really, it's something to be admired. And I think other bands could take note on how he interacts with and how he shows his appreciation to, and honestly, the way he has fun with you guys, playing little games and all this other stuff, the interactions, the pop-up videos and stuff, just really super smart how he's making these connections. And again, it's something to be admired, and I hope a lot of other people catch on. On top of being super creative, super talented, everything flows well, everything is layered properly, all of the influences there, so it establishes the legacy with the modernity. It's just absolutely brilliant how he does it every time. So thank you very much to Mother McLean for that suggestion. That is Ren, Children of the Moon. If you, like Mother McLean, have a suggestion for me, get over to Discord, left-hand side, YouTube reaction requests, read the pinned message, drop a link, a brief description. I'll get to it when I can. Make sure you're subscribed to the YouTube channel, hit that notification button for the live stream, smash the like button for the algorithm. If you'd like to help the channel grow, all means of support are linked down below, from Patreon to PayPal. Thank you to Connect 200 Music to C and Aunt Betty's Nut Butter. Thank you to all of you for taking time out of your day to hang out with me on the east side of Music City, USA. And you have to say USA when you say Music City. You have to say Music City, USA. It's just the way it goes. So make sure you're looking out for each other. Make sure you're looking out for your neighbor. Try to do at least one good thing a day. I am Eric Clark, and this is The Wild Side.